Music is overrated. Much like the entertainment we talked about last week, music is ubiquitous throughout our 21st century living. So ubiquitous, in fact, that we forget how strange it is it's all around us. In this video, I want to talk about how weird we are for having so much music in our lives, how listening to it less made my life better, and also how you can truly listen to music with a nice recommendation. First, a quick thought exercise. Think back to your ancestors 200 years ago. How often did they listen to music? The answer is not nearly as much as you do. Before the advent of recording and playback technologies, the options people had 200 years ago to listen were severely limited. In my native New Jersey, you had church, family get-togethers where your second cousin would probably play something poorly, marching tunes if you're in the military, and my favorite, which we should bring back, tavern songs. I was reading a book a little while ago that talked about this. I disremember the name of it right now, but I will link it down below. It was not uncommon in those days to go out to the bar, get a little drunk, and with the fellas, sing a jolly old tune. Save for seeing a live band at a bar, or singing the Eagles fight song when they score a touchdown. That no longer happens around here. Music was a communal activity and not a simple tool to drown out that oh-so-dreaded silence. So over the generations, music has morphed from something social to a far more solitary and passive activity. This is a downgrade. Now I want to talk about how listening to music less has made my life better. That is through silence. To get home from work, I have to drive through Philly during rush hour, and that is quite the soul-crushing experience. For years, I listened to music the whole way back home, but that changed when I realized said songs were not doing much for me. I started shifting to listening to more audiobooks instead, and then, silence. The greatest thing that comes out of my car speakers nowadays is silence. I'm not going to claim that the sounds of Roosevelt Boulevard are superior to the sounds of Rachmaninoff, but they are quite unique, I'll give them that much. The real purpose of the silence is to think. This is at its core still a writing channel, so I want to mention that I get so much writing done in my head on my rides home nowadays. There are entire plot lines, chapter structures, paragraph structures, and even chunks of prose that I have composed in my head driving out of the city. I know plenty of people listen to music while they write. I am not like that at all. I will forever maintain that my prose and poetry is better when made in silence and completely in tune with the scene on the page or whatever the character is cogitating currently. When doing work and or chores around the house, I also stopped listening to music. This gave me a lot more time to think about my writing, among many other things. For the best example, let me take you back to the first snowfall of last year. I had recently purchased a new property, and I was thinking about all the ways that I should or could change it. Instead of going about my business, listening to music and everything, I decided to look out the back window in silence, stare, and take it in. That was one of the best decisions I ever made after purchasing this place. Because right out back, there is a red berry bush. All the leaves fall off well before the fruits do, so it looked rather beautiful in the snow. That is what I was focusing on. Really trying to take in the essence of the whole yard from there. And then, during my vigil, a male cardinal comes down from one of the trees and starts snacking on one of the berries, all above this fresh, virgin snowfall. I gotta say, that is one of the most beautiful things I have ever beheld with color contrast occurring in nature. And if I was just listening to music, going around the house, doing my business, instead of waiting in silence, taking in the world around me and thinking, I never would have seen it. And I also may not have come to the conclusion that I don't need to redo my property. I only need to add on to what's here. Because after that, I realized how much the birds love everything. Now that it's summertime, one of my favorite things to do is just take a seat and sit out there, listen to all the bird calls. And I will take that over listening to music every day of the week. But to close things out, I don't want you all thinking that I hate music or that you should never listen to it, because you absolutely should. My playlist is filled with tons of everything, even though classic rock has been my favorite genre for many a year now. The music that you listen to should be intentional. When you're getting ready for work in the morning, pick one good song and then go off of that energy. Before you write, listen to a favorite album, or better yet, an album that mirrors the mood of what you're about to write. The most important part of this video is something that I want you to do next time you listen to music. Do not be driving. Do not be doing chores. Don't be playing video games. When you listen to music next, only listen to music. Sit back, take a few minutes, and let it wash over you. It's that simple. One of my favorite songs of all time, and my favorite song to do this with, is Jungle Land by Bruce Springsteen. If you take time and truly listen to this song, you will be placed in a whole new era that Springsteen illustrates beautifully throughout the song that is some 9 minutes long. So fellas, that's all I have to say today. I could go on about Silence or some songs that I listen to prepare to write, but I'll save that for another week. I'm enjoying making this new style of video, so if you like it as well, comment down below. And do subscribe and join to the Jersey side. I will see you all next Wednesday at 5 p.m.